Did you know that a latex-wearing apostate prophet can creep into apostate Aladdin's Charlie's Angels themed bedroom in the middle of the night, whisper sweet nothings into his ear, before forcing his non-transmissible HIV self onto apostate Aladdin? And the only objection a cowering apostate Aladdin can make is, "It's my opinion that this is wrong." And if AP is in the mood for festive giving, AP can simply argue, "I do what I want, shut up and let me fill in the blank." So it's really strange when atheists pick on fairly mundane issues about the prophet's so-called moral failings, like when he shockingly...
And what kind of man goes to a strange woman and asks her to marry him, let alone for free?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's weird. How dare a man ask another woman to marry him, especially in a polygamous society? I mean, that's just unheard of. Back to Abdullah Samir's soggy dream. This is a solid report, by the way. The isnad is strong. It's by Lying Gondel, who heard it from Psycho David Wood, who heard it from Crazy Hattoon, who heard it from senile Grandpapa J. Smith, who was hiding in apostate Aladdin's cupboard when it was all going down. Apostate Aladdin was naturally spent. "It's my opinion I should quench my thirst." "You don't need water, you weak blank. Now put this dress on and smile for daddy." There is no right or wrong, as long as you can convince enough people that whatever you're doing isn't hurting anybody. Yep, you guessed it. AA folded.
Oh, man!
Unable to contain his excitement, Grandpapa... He was caught. He exited the cupboard. Once again, apostate Aladdin objected. I'm guessing residual hire from his Islam days. What's the biggie in watching a couple of consenting adults having a good time? No, this is just plain wrong. Define wrong, because according to Richard Dawkins, what the selfish gene wants, the selfish gene gets, and I want you. Come on, you gotta admit it feels wrong, man. Me, you, bedroom, Big G watching without once blinking, and all the while holding a revised standard edition Bible. First rule of atheist relationships.
Whatever, I do what I want.
AA was flummoxed. He could literally see nothing medically or scientifically wrong with G Papa washing them, but then things took a real nasty turn. Well, for us normal folk anyway. Big G wanted to have a more of a, let's just say, immersive experience. To ease his entry, Big G offered apostate Aladdin a bottle of water and some tissue to wipe his tears with. You're sick! Impressed by Big G's gentlemanly touch, apostate Aladdin felt more comfortable about overlooking the Maxim threeser crowd. With blood covering the bedsheets, apostate Aladdin squirmed in agony. Ow. Here, cover it. You think you might need stitches? Here, cover it. I think you need stitches. You need stitches, man. It seems an old cut from shaving his legs had reopened. Finally, he had a scientific excuse. Man down, I'm bleeding, stop! J. Smith had never moved so fast in his whole creepy life. He ran downstairs and got a plaster to patch up AA's wound so the pleasures might continue. I've had it. Doesn't my bloody opinion count one bit? Yes, it does. But so does mine, and so does Big G's, and so does my smelly socks's. But it's my body. So, it's not like you have an intrinsic value, a soul or anything. You're no more important than these rattling planks of wood on this bed. Why should your opinion be any more important than my desire for... As long as you're not dying or suffering. But I am suffering. Emotionally, that's science. You can't deny that. Look, since we don't have a divine law from a god, we have to negotiate our way through these things using thinkers like Stuart Mill. Besides, science has come up with medication. And besides, who says me not getting what I want isn't also traumatizing for me? So on balance, it's my opinion that you should just shut up and take it, dude. I should have known that without an objective moral code, bastards like you will make it up as you go along. It's true. Atheists love to say that if no one's getting hurt, then go ahead. That's one of the biggest lies ever told, actually. Who says nobody gets hurt? Atheists. Now imagine if everyone did what they wanted. In no time, everything we know about families, relationships, and balanced children growing up in a good society will simply erode. Hey, define family. See what I mean? A free-for-all moral code results in a free-for-all. If everything is allowed, then nothing is not allowed.
If we're just molecular machines, if we're just moist robots, how can we even be held morally accountable?
And these atheists, with the moral code of a satanic Neanderthal, lecture us Muslims about our morality. Before we end, I want you to all spare a thought for apostate Aladdin. Atheism will have many victims, and sadly he was the unlucky victim here. We couldn't do anything for AA on this occasion, but let's spare a thought for the future victims who get duped into this ideology. They all get blinded by the false pseudo-divine notions of freedom and individuality, as if freedom per se has an intrinsic moral worth. Yep, hypocrisy is the first pillar of atheism. Can you tell me why freedom is ontologically any better than bondage? I'll help you out. You can't, because frankly, it's just your word against mine. You call Muslims citing the Quran circular reasoning. So what is freedom is good because freedom is good because freedom is good because freedom is good? Man, talk about self-indoctrination. Now, I know you'll find this video personal, crass and vulgar, but seriously, it's not. It's good. It's noble. It's progressive. Believe me, and it's, well, freedom of speech. Now, if you don't believe me, then you're backwards, and you should go back to the you came from, because you don't deserve to be in the West. And yeah, it's Muslims that can't stop gaslighting.